Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today we are doing another part of Magical Serenia by Treasure Studio Arts. I don't know which part this is, but this is what we have done so far. Most of this was done off camera, but some of this was done on camera. So a lot of this was done on camera, but a lot of it was done off camera. So as you can tell, the picture is starting to develop. So I hope you guys kind of understand where I'm going with this. So we're going to zoom into a part and then we'll see where we are going. As you can see, I've done a lot of it already. You know, I had to use a light pad. Here's my only complaint. I had to use a light pad to get to go down in the darker areas of the canvas. So, there are parts of this that are really, really dark, the canvas, so I had to use a light pad to get to them. As you can see, I've done this in a way. Forgive me, I kind of was like, because my computer is down, my internet is down. I mean, my internet is really down today. I'm like, my internet and cable have gone down. I'm not happy about it. So, see, and these are bees. So bees are what? Bees are 37.56. And as you can tell, I have my little boat. And I have my wee wax, I have my pen. Now this is a pen from Stephanie Sebastian. This is the flower paisley power, and this is the Texas tip that she does. And this is a really sharp Texas tip, so I want you guys to be aware that this is a Texas tip. So now we got to go to 37.56, because that's what we're doing it from. Looks like there's a whole lot of white stuff in there, so I'm gonna pour this in. And no, I do not use my multi-placer. That's why it takes me longer to go than most people. That's the best I can get in, guys, without it going like pixelated. And today, see? Because I might not be able to do a stream today because of the internet being down. So I'm like, okay, since the internet is not down, you know, I don't like when the internet is down because I do a lot of other things. A lot of people don't really understand what it means when your internet is down. It means you can't really do anything, and it's so frustrating. I'm like, now for me, I enjoy Someone asked me what do I prefer, squares or rounds. Now, here's the thing. Squares are tighter, rounds are easier to place. But squares give you a more precise viewpoint of things. You know. Now, I will tell you, quite honest to God, that I love Stephanie Sebastian's pens. And when I'm down here, I keep a few in this little sketch box container because it's easier to keep them in one place. Now that I've made a travel set of diamond pens because, you know, sometimes I come up between upstairs and downstairs. Now, a lot of you guys know that I do a lot of my lives upstairs by where my desk is. It was very frustrating when my internet's not up because I was watching something last night and then my cable went out and I was like, no. So it made me very angry because I'd been looking forward to that episode of my TV show and then this totally ruined it, and then I couldn't access anything else besides, like, I couldn't access Disney Plus, Netflix. And don't get me wrong, I have plenty of DVDs. If I wanted to watch something on DVD, I could do that, but still, you don't realize just how much is connected to your, even my TV is not working, so when the cable company is out, you're going to get upset. Maybe I need more wax. Don't worry, I'm putting more wax on it. And the weed wax scent that I'm using is Fresh Bamboo. This comes from Laura Lid's Anxiety Art Adventures. If anybody's wondering, then this is weed wax that I'm using. So, and it smells fantastic. My mother even likes this, and my mother does not like many scents. That was excess wax. Do you ever find that you have excess wax? Take a tissue, damp it up a little bit, just a little damp, and then rinse it off. If you have excess wax. I'm very upset because this happened last night about 8:30. I'm in the middle of watching my program and then boom. All night long I couldn't get the internet working, so then I knew it was an outage. The guys are trying. The guy said that it should be fixed by 10 a.m. and it wasn't fixed by 10 a.m. And now it's like about 12 or 1 o'clock and I'm like, it's still not working, so hence I'm like doing this with you guys. I figured this would be a good way for me. Now, I know some people are like, oh, you wasting your time doing it like that. You should be using a multi-placer. But for me, I just like sticking them on individually. I don't like using multi-places. Maybe because I just don't have the patience to learn multi-placing. See, I wish I had my tweezers because then I could fix this. But trust me, see, they come out looking distorted for whatever reason, and they're not distorted, but they come out looking distorted. The other day we were talking about wax on my Santa diamond painting. I was like, oh, someone mentioned glue dots, but I don't really know anything about glue dots, so. See, when you try to do it, that's the best I can do, guys, without it getting too pixelated. See, when I'm down here and I'm using the actual video camera, not the webcam that I use for streaming, but the this camera, I can go in a little bit more with it. And today is Wednesday, so I just wanted to let you guys know, well, no, Thursday, because I don't have internet and cable right now, so I gotta wait till all this is fixed, and then I can see what's going on. It's very frustrating when things don't work. They're like, okay, what are you gonna do? So I've decided to come down here and do some filming. I figured this will be a good way to do things that I need to do. Now, people who multiplace would love something like this because this is called color blocking. You know, I am looking forward to TV coming back in the spring. Like, I'm really looking forward to different shows. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with Stargirl Season 2. I really enjoyed that season. See how nice it goes when See, when I have the light pad, I can do it much more precise, but the light pad that I have is way too small right now. So maybe in the new year, I'll get a bigger one. I'm thinking like an A2 or an A1 would be better for my purposes. Because I need one that's long enough where I can put it underneath and then there's like a river here. I don't know why this river happened, but it did happen. It's like a little bump. And I have the other lights on right now, which is the lights that my mother hates when I put on, the track lights, because the other light is really, really dark and hard to see. So when I have these other lights on, it's a lot better to do the painting with. Even if I come and do very small little videos with you guys, I always feel like I'm doing more when I do a smaller video, because then I don't feel like I'm being like super crazy. So what are the black dots? That is 38.65. All these little black dots are 38.65. This is 38.65. All those little black dots are 38.65. I was thinking about, and I also use the internet to get my news. I bank with it. It's just, you do so much with your internet, and I make videos. You do so many things with the internet. You find things, you shop. So sometimes you have to focus on one area. And I'm always amazed at how many new tools there are for diamond painting. Always fun to see how many new little gizmos and things. The other day I looked at another channel and I was like, they have light up diamond painting drills. I didn't have that when I started. The new Cena Direct kits that they sent people for review. I was not on that list, unfortunately, but I'm okay with that. I like seeing what people get, too, because it's always fun to see the new products, new innovations that they come up with. So, you start to see what you like, what you don't like. always like to see what I can do. This pen is called Paisley Power. This one has a Texas tip. This one I'm planning on hanging up on top of my stairs when I'm done. I'm going to put it in a frame, and then when I'm done putting it in the frame, and H is 3747. I always like to see what see when you see how it works. I also like to see how oopsie. And I like the white boats better than I like the green ones. I just like the white ones because they have the spout, which makes it easier to put accessories back into their containers when you're done. And it's a lot less messier to do that when you have, you know, I'm not a baggy fan, I'm a container fan. I know some people go crazy over the little bag system. They love the bag system. I'm not one of them. So, I want to thank you guys for coming today. So we didn't get much done, but I'm going to show you what we've been working on. Hold on. So you guys can see, just get a good understanding. This is a 40 by 55. So you guys have an understanding that we've done a whole lot of this. Some of this was done on camera, some of this was not. You see, when I look at this on the camera, it looks totally different than when I'm working on it up close and personal. See, this I did mostly, this area over here, I did mostly off camera because it was so dark, it was so hard to read that I had to use the light pad. I did that off camera, but the lighter parts I did on camera. As you can see, we're doing the White Mountain now. The white clouds, this is part of the white clouds. See, when you're working on it, you don't really see it until you take it in a big camera way. So those are my home craftology containers, which I like a lot. So if you guys have enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and happy diamond painting.